Hi, my name is Raphael Bostic, and I am the Assistant Secretary for HUD's Office of Policy Development and Research, or PD&R. My office supports the department's efforts to help create strong, sustainable, inclusive communities and quality, affordable homes for all. In helping to support HUD's mission and the policy agenda of the Secretary, PD&R performs surveys, policy analysis, program evaluation, and short and long-term research. We also support research studies done by leading experts and analysts in housing and in urban and community development. All of these activities help the Secretary and other principal staff make better informed decisions on HUD policies, programs, and budget and legislative proposals. In addition, PD&R provides the department and the nation with current information on housing needs, market conditions, and HUD programs, as well as research on important housing and community development issues. In this video, you will hear from members of my leadership staff who will provide details on our key program areas, their importance, and how they help you. The goal is to provide you, our public, with a better sense of what we do and insights as to how PD&R can serve you. I hope you enjoy this video and find it very informative.
The National Housing Act of 1934 was passed to relieve unemployment and stimulate the release of private credit in the hands of banks and lending institutions for home repairs and construction.
The Office of Policy Development helps ensure PD&R and its research findings are an integral part of HUD's development of policy, budget, and legislation. The office plays an active role in analyzing legislative proposals, developing legislative initiatives, interpreting statutory guidance, and preparing regulatory guidance. In collaboration with the other PD&R offices, the Office of Policy Development is also responsible for publishing and dissemination of research, creating new publications, organizing conferences, and managing HUD award programs. All PD&R publications can be found at www.huduser.org.
For over 30 years, HUD User has been many things to many people. In the late 1970s, the HUD User Clearinghouse was simply a way for HUD's Office of Policy Development and Research to publish the nascent housing research being performed and produced by PD&R staff. At that time, the department's leadership wanted to know, are our policies as effective as they can be in alleviating homelessness, making housing more affordable for hardworking Americans, and perhaps most importantly, are there better, more efficient, and cost-effective ways of doing the work that our nation has entrusted us to do? Today, the HUD User Clearinghouse provides low and no-cost access to over 850 high-quality, unbiased research reports and data sets that cover the broad range of housing issues and concerns that shape the lives of Americans in every city and town in the country. We look forward to helping you better understand housing markets, the built environment, affordable and sustainable community solutions, and to working hand in hand with our stakeholders and partners in building tomorrow's American dream.
During the 1940s, the increase in housing construction following World War II led to the growth of suburban areas and to new housing programs for declining urban areas authorized by the Housing Act of 1949.
Hi, I'm Kurt Usowski, Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Office of Economic Affairs. OEA analyzes major policy issues and produces high-quality national and local data on housing production, characteristics of the housing stock, social and economic conditions in cities, and key programmatic parameters such as fair market rents. My staff analyzes the economic impact of departmental and other federal legislative and regulatory proposals, directs surveys of national housing conditions and mortgage markets, and provides recommendations for departmental policy and program analyses. Our field economists conduct local housing market analyses to assist the Federal Housing Administration in making sound decisions on insuring multifamily properties. OEA's work products serve a wide array of stakeholders, including the HUD program offices, other federal agencies, state and local governments, public housing authorities, private sector actors such as home builders, multifamily developers, mortgage lenders, and the academic community.
The Housing Act of 1954 amended that of 1949 to provide funding not just for new construction and demolition, but also for the rehabilitation and conservation of deteriorating areas. Thus, the term urban renewal was introduced.
I'm Kevin Neary, Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Office of Research, Evaluation, and Monitoring, or OREM. OREM is dedicated to providing the highest quality information for decision-making through research, program evaluation, policy analysis, and technical assistance regarding affordable housing, community development, fair housing, and building technology. We produce a number of important data sets that support practitioners and researchers, including the annual Picture of Subsidized Households database and the U.S. Postal Service vacancy data set. Among our research areas are the Moving to Opportunity demonstration, homelessness assistance, housing discrimination studies, and HUD partner satisfaction surveys. We also study innovative technology in affordable housing design and construction, and we coordinate the HUD geographic information systems applications.
The Housing and Urban Development Act of 1965 created HUD as a cabinet-level agency and initiated a leased housing program to make privately owned housing available to low-income families.
Hello, I'm Ana Maria Jalagos, Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Office for International and Philanthropic Innovation, or IPI. IPI supports HUD's efforts to find new solutions to the challenges facing our communities. We do this by aligning ideas and resources and by working across public, private, and civil sectors to involve them in HUD's work. IPI seeks to advance HUD's strategic priorities and the policy and research agenda within PD&R by collaborating with multilateral organizations, foreign governments, nonprofit organizations, and domestic and international foundations. IPI provides support to HUD program offices in our 10 regions with international exchanges, monthly speaker series, funder briefings, as well as acting as a portal for foundations and their partner organizations. IPI is working to position HUD as a hub for innovation in 3 important ways. First, by serving as a portal for civil society, foundations, and international partners. Second, by scouting out and lifting up ideas that work to inform policy and programs so that we are all working smarter. And third, by working with partners to align and leverage investments so that funding is strategic and targeted. This alignment allows HUD to be more effective at transformation.
In the early 1970s, HUD's Office of Policy Development and Research was created and tasked with conducting research on priority housing and community development issues. PD&R generated a wealth of housing studies during this era.
Hello, I'm Sharon Ivey, Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Office of University Partnerships, or OUP. OUP facilitates and expands the efforts of colleges and universities to make a difference in their communities. We provide competitive grants to institutions of higher education to address a broad range of housing and community and economic development needs in local communities across the country. These programs also provide opportunities for student involvement through service learning and community engagement. OUP uses a holistic approach to strengthen our nation's communities through local action. The grant programs enable institutions of higher education to address a wide spectrum of local needs, primarily for low and moderate income individuals, by providing grants, interactive conferences, and technical assistance, as well as to support research on HUD policy-related issues. For more information about the Office of University Partnerships, our grant programs, or grantee projects, please visit OUP's website at www.oup.org.
The 1980s saw significant measures to ensure housing opportunities for all, with new rental programs, low-income housing tax credits, and changes in rules governing thrift institutions. Significant research was produced by PD&R during this decade.
Hello, I am Jean Lynn Powell, General Deputy Assistant Secretary for the Office of Policy Development and Research. Working closely with the Assistant Secretary, I help oversee PD&R's multi-million-dollar investments in research, evaluation and demonstration activities, national housing market surveys, and PD&R's grant programs. On a day-to-day basis, I am responsible for managing PD&R's daily operations. To accomplish PD&R's mission, we rely on the 150 talented men and women who make up our organization. And we are committed to continuously replenish and cultivate our knowledge pool. Currently, PD&R employs over 110 analysts in HUD headquarters located in Washington, D.C., and 40 field economists throughout field offices across the United States. Most of the positions in PD&R require specialized training. Many staff members possess advanced degrees in a variety of fields: economics, political science, law, geography, criminology, architecture, engineering, urban planning, business administration, and public policy. Many are recognized experts in their fields. If you are interested in a career in the federal service or in PD&R, I encourage you to visit www.usajobs.gov, the federal government's job information portal. Thank you.
Crises characterized the 1990s, much of which related to the cost of expiring Section 8 contracts and deteriorating properties. PD&R continued to facilitate housing research and evaluation activity that would lead to informed decisions on HUD policies, programs, and budget and legislative proposals. Since the 2000s, HUD has worked with a variety of agencies and organizations to expand the availability of affordable housing, to improve the living conditions in HUD-insured and assisted rental housing, and to stabilize and sustain communities. As you've seen from this video, the Office of Policy Development and Research plays an important role in support of HUD's mission to increase home ownership, support community development, and increase access to affordable housing. Assistant Secretary Bostic stated, "Our goal is to provide you with a better sense of who we are, what we can do, and how we can serve you." For more information about the Office of Policy Development and Research, please visit www.huduser.org. Thank you.